Okay, welcome back, and thank you for your continued support and your subscription to these updates. We want to bring you new news, and we want to keep you abreast of everything that's happening. So we're going to recap just a little bit. Last video or last series of videos, you've learned that we started off with basically 4 treatments that we were looking to complete my healing journey. Because of the uniqueness of my stroke and other factors, I had done some research as a naturopath and had come up with a experimental way in which to really address all of the things that are wrong. One of the key steps, and the first step that we understood, was this drug called paraspinal etanercept, etanercept is a drug that has approved for other things, but has only been used in stroke therapy since about 2012. And yet it's still not approved. It's got an 80% success rate. So we are looking for it to do a lot in the first step of the healing process. The total process was going to be very expensive. And I say was going to be because it still is, but the number keeps changing on me. And the reason it keeps changing is that medical science doesn't stand still, nor does the availability of treatments that I was counting on to actually combine together for reasons of my own. And these are experimental treatments, so I want you to be very aware of that. At the time we put this GoFundMe page together, all these treatments were available. They are not any longer all available to me in the places where they were. So what was available in Panama has now been shifted to Japan. It's no longer available in Panama. And so there are things that are changing about our efforts. The pricing structure will be different in Japan than it is in Panama. So whether it's cheaper or not, I have not yet found the clinic we're going to use there. But I do know that we have to shift our travel plans to get the whole treatment towards total healing for me. So that's just a little update on what's going on. There is always pressure, of course. The faster we raise the money and the faster we get things going, the more sure the pathway is toward healing. Let's talk about the dinner. The dinner is amazing. It's coming together very well as far as the program is concerned. We've had new bands show up. Great support from the musical community. In addition to that, we are needing you to buy your dinner tickets early. If you don't, let me explain. We have not separated out the ticket at the door price and charged more for it, and so people have, by and large, left tickets. The people we talk to keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to get it at the door." The problem with doing that is that you won't get a dinner. The dinner is required. We have to have numbers in by Wednesday in order to know what the kitchen needs to prepare for. This is not a restaurant in which they have a standard thing and an ongoing meal. This is a specific banquet in which they're going to have a certain amount of supplies. And so if you don't have your ticket by Wednesday, there will be a limited number of dinner tickets at the door, but not many. And so we know that you can still pay the full price and come into the concert at the door, and you can do that. But if you're planning to eat, you need to have a dinner ticket early so that we can count on the numbers and we can prepare just so you have a seat at the table. So please do that if you haven't done it yet. If you want to buy a ticket and you can't come, there is a double CD that we have produced. It's already done. We're in the last legs of some graphic arts, and one little glitch, and this happens to everything that we plan. Some things don't get finished at the last minute, and the reason they don't is something happens. In this case, Bill Campo, who's not only our mixing engineer and mastering engineer, and he's done a great job of all those things, and all the music projects are finished and ready to go. But the graphic portion, he was just putting the final touches on that when he was attacked by a rescue dog. And he has his face is worse for wear at the moment. He's very sore, and he's not up to functioning the way he normally does. And so there may be a slight delay on some of the products that we're expecting. They will be, it's just a matter of days in terms of finishing everything. And so there will be opportunity to order those products if they're not there on the table. But we anticipate that we will have quite a few things on the table there for you to be able to purchase. So anyway, we want to really thank everybody who is corporately supporting the event. We have a lot of corporate support and a lot of prizes, a lot of raffle things, and a lot of silent auction things, and some really brilliant things. And you can not only support our cause, which I particularly believe in. Many people see the value of the experiments because it will result in a new pathway to explore for treatment in the future for this kind of stroke in particular, but all strokes. And so we're looking forward to making a contribution with what we're doing far beyond my own personal healing. A good friend and contributor to this cause who has been through some very serious injuries in the past, and we have discovered that the new pathway for the MSC treatment may be very particularly vital to him. Okay, so I've talked about tickets, I've talked about the dinner. It's November the 8th, coming very fast. We have a week left. I've talked about the double CD. If you go to get tickets and you can't show up, you can get the music either as a download or as a CD. So if you're overseas, don't worry about shipping costs and all that kind of stuff or exchange rates or anything like that. It's about, if by contributing the dinner price, you will get a double CD worth of music and artwork. So that's exciting. So we will have, if we don't have a product on the table, we will have some ways to order either JLT Records product or Peanut Butter Arts, which is children's books, or there will be a table there from some sponsors. There'll be several sponsor tables, and we expect, Little Dozen Press will be there with a lot of the adult books that we have available in both the fiction and the nonfiction categories. So, love you all. Hope to see you there. It's going to be a great and wonderful time. We do need you to get your ticket orders in, so right away. Thanks a lot. Love you. See you later.